Tutorial on winding techniques and precautions. The wire to be wound. Press down on a small portion of the wound wire on top. You can wind the iron wire better. During the winding process, if the iron wire part is too thick, you need to leave the longest piece of iron wire. Trim it at an angle upwards. If you encounter a situation where the wire is not long enough, you need to connect wires. Take out another piece of wire to be connected. Align their ends together. Place it below. Wrap the connected wire upwards. 2 circles. Continue winding downwards. Cover their wire ends. After securing it firmly, you can cut off the excess wire ends. Wrap it around, leaving about 1 centimeter to the end. Insert the folded copper wire. Wrap it around 7 or 8 times. After wrapping, cut off the excess wire. Leave a length of 3 to 4 centimeters. Thread the remaining wire ends through the loop. Pull out the copper wire. Continue to take out the scissors. Cut off the excess wire. Take out the blue twist stick and measure a length of 8 centimeters. Cut off. A total of 11 twist sticks of this length will be cut. Continue to take out the green twist stick, measure a length of 8 centimeters, and cut 2. Then tear off the fluff at both ends. The fluff part in the middle needs to be kept at 4 centimeters, with one end of the iron wire longer and the other shorter. The shorter end is 1 centimeter, and the longer end is 2 centimeters. The green twist stick is also made in the same way. The iron wire part is also one long and one short, with the long one being 4 centimeters and the short one being 3.5 centimeters. Take out the blue twist stick and then trim the fluff at both ends. Before trimming, first tighten the iron wire near the fluff. Then straighten the iron wire. Next, while rotating the twist stick, trim the fluff at both ends. This is what one end looks like after trimming. Use the same method to complete the trimming on the other end. This is what it looks like after trimming. Trim all the remaining blue twist sticks into this shape. All trimming is complete. Next, trim the green twist stick, first shaping both ends into a pointed shape. After trimming both ends, proceed to trim the middle of the twist stick, shaping it into a pointed form. While rotating the twist stick, use scissors to trim. After trimming one end, rotate the twist stick and continue trimming the other end, ensuring symmetry. If it is not symmetrical, please continue to adjust the shape with scissors. This is what it looks like after trimming. Make another green twist stick using the same method. Take out the blue twist stick and fold it in half. Use a tool to pinch the overlapping part of the iron wire, then twist the iron wire tightly. If the pedal is deformed, adjust it with a tool. Be careful not to touch directly with your hands, as it may cause injury. Make all the pedals using the same method. Then take out the green twist stick and fold it in half. Use tools to tighten the iron wire part. Then adjust the shape of the leaves. The other leaf also needs to be adjusted. Prepare 2 pieces of copper wire, each 15 centimeters long. Take the pearl and thread it onto the copper wire. Fold the copper wire in half. Next, pinch the tail end and twist the copper wire tightly. Make the other piece of copper wire using the same method. Prepare 2 leaves and 2 petals, as well as 3 pieces of yarn, each 1 meter long. Next, we will use yarn to wrap the flower stem. Pinch the end of the yarn and start wrapping from underneath the fluff. Wrap until there are 8 millimeters of copper wire left at the end, then add the copper wire to finish. First, wrap a few circles. Then use scissors to cut the yarn. Be careful not to cut it too short, leave about 3 centimeters. Thread the yarn through the copper wire, then pull the copper wire out. Tighten the yarn end, then cut off the remaining yarn end. Make the remaining twist sticks using the same method. Next, let's start assembling the flowers. Prepare 5 petals and 5 flower centers, as well as 3 pieces of 70 cm wire and bring them together. First, fold the flower center in half. Arrange it neatly. Add a petal next to the flower center, making sure the tail end of the petal aligns with the tail end of the flower center. After holding the tail end of the wire, wrap it around 2 times. Continue adding the next petal next to the first petal. Wrap it around 2 times. Then add the next petal. Make the remaining petals using the same method. After all the petals are secured, continue to wrap the remaining copper wire with the wire. If the copper wire part is too thick, use scissors to trim it diagonally upwards, keeping the longest piece of copper wire. When there is 1 centimeter of length remaining from the tail end, add copper wire to finish it. Complete the previous step, then use tools to adjust the shape of the flower. Please use tools for assistance, do not use your hands directly to avoid injury. Take out the remaining 4 petals and 5 flower centers, and combine them with 3 pieces of 70 cm wire. Follow the method used for the previous flower to make it. Two flowers have been completed. Next, proceed to assembly. Prepare 3 pieces of wire, each 1.2 meters long, and combine them into one strand. Take out 2 flowers, placing the smaller flower beneath the larger one. Then use thread to wrap and secure the 2 flowers together. The thread should be pulled tight. After wrapping to a length of 5 mm, add the green leaves. Two pieces of green leaves, one high and one low, paying attention to the height levels. Once the position is determined, continue wrapping to secure it. After twisting to a length of 5 mm, continue to add a small petal next to the green leaf. The height of the petal should be lower than that of the green leaf. After twisting to a length of 5 mm, add a pearl opposite the green leaf. The height of the 2 pearls should be one high and one low, pay attention to the layering. Twist to a length of 0.5 cm and add the last petal. After assembly is complete, use scissors to trim the iron wire part, leaving a length of 1 centimeter of iron wire. Then continue to twist. When there is 0.5 centimeters remaining from the tail, fold the tail in half. Use scissors to trim the iron wire. Then wrap all the remaining iron wire with yarn. The iron wire wrapping is complete. Proceed to finish. The flower is completed. The method of making a brooch, demonstrated here with a flower, so you can learn the technique. First, prepare 3 strands of 50 centimeters thread and combine them, along with the brooch that will be used next. Find the back of the flower. Determine the height position of the brooch. Pinch the ends of the thread. Use a tool to adjust the petals that obstruct your view downwards first. Next, start wrapping the yarn from below the small circle of the brooch. This step needs to be wrapped tightly. When you reach the area with branches, adjust the direction of the branches upwards with your hand, then continue wrapping. If the thread is too long, trim it. Wrap it around the area with obstacles, using tools to adjust its direction upwards. Continue wrapping. Wrap until there is 1 centimeter left from the end, then add copper wire to finish. Cut off the thread. This way, the finished brooch won't move up and down. Finally, adjust the overall shape of the flower. Take out the cap, insert it from the bottom of the brooch, and secure the end. The demonstration of the brooch making method is complete. Demonstration of hairpin making method. Here is a demonstration using one of the flower patterns. Specific flower patterns are subject to actual conditions. Prepare a piece of tissue. Tear off a part of the tissue. Roll it up. After rolling, continue to tear off another piece. Wrap it around the previous one and keep rolling. Stuff the rolled tissue ball into the clip. Try to push the tissue ball in as much as possible. Completely open the clip. Prepare a 50 cm long 3-strand line. Take the flower and place it on the clip. Determine the position. Pinch the end of the flower where it touches the clip. Take out 3 strands of thread. Pinch the wire end. Insert into the middle of the clip. Wrap around once. Continue to insert into the middle of the clip. Repeat the operation. After winding about 1 centimeter in length, take out the copper wire. Prepare to finish. Cut off the thread end. Thread the end into the hole. Then pull the thread end out. Then cut off the thread end. The finished effect. Finally, take out the tissue. Then use tools to adjust the shape of the flower. Hairpin production completed.